Hi guys, it is Regal Beagle Arts. I am finally back. It's been so long, I think it's been like 2 years since I posted on my YouTube. And it's been a minute. It's been a while, I know, since I've done a voiceover. So I decided to come back with a voiceover. Mostly because there is really no other way for me to share this project without talking about it. So I've been doing a lot of art challenges. I have a lot more planned, but I've been doing Dewey, which is drawing every week for a year. I've been kind of doing a stationary destock, like the drawing every day for a week. They're just stationary bits that I find at thrift stores, and I create things with. But this is different. This will be a more traditional art creation. It is a new project, guys. I don't know if you can tell, but it is a new project. I want to start painting animals. Painting animals. Of course, that's all I do. That's all I do is draw animals. No, I want to start painting shelter animals. And I don't know if the scope of this project is going to work. Because it's not just me painting animals, it's actually me painting animals that I feel like should have more of a spotlight put on them, that are up for adoption at my local animal shelters. And I will be recording videos about them, recording the process of making the prints, and talking about the animal story, with the intention of getting them adopted. That is the whole goal of this project. It's actually called Adopted Illustrated. And I'm going to be painting them, telling their story, and leaving links to where you can find the animal to potentially adopt them. And yeah, the main inspiration for this project actually comes from my dog. We have two beagles, which is where Regal Beagle comes from. One of them we got from a breeder, and the other one we actually got from Craigslist. We were lied to. She was free. We were told by the person that we adopted her from that they had gotten her from an abuse situation and that she was about 5 years old. Well, when we got to see her, she was white-faced, much older than we were told, and just overall she embellished the story to make her more adoptable. And that, yeah, I get that. Like, you're trying to rehome a dog. It's harder to find homes for older dogs. Shelters don't have that option, though. They can't really lie about information that they know to be true because they could get in a lawsuit for it. So, what happens to all of these animals that are older, that are harder to place, whatever the case may be, if the only thing being adopted are puppies? They sit there, like, they'll stay in shelters for months. And some of them, sadly, are kill shelters. So they'll stay there for the rest of their lives. And it's sad because you have animals that are very sweet, very loving, very kind, that may have a couple bumps in the road, that may require a little bit more kindness, a little bit more grace, to help them reintegrate into being the good boy, good girl that they know they are. Like our dog, our beagle. We got her. She had horrible food insecurity issues. She was really bad about, like, hiding food. She wouldn't take treats. She has gotten better. She still won't take treats from most people. But, like, she had a lot of concerning behavior that would have made her, in shelter terms, not very adoptable. And she was kind of crusty. She's still kind of crusty. And she's just a beagle. Like, in the grand scheme of current breeds, beagles aren't very high on the list. They're just not. They're kind of a dime a dozen dog. People want things that are a little bit more interesting, like they want Australian cattle dogs, blue heelers, Australian shepherds, anything that looks like a wolf. Like, they want more exciting pets. And most of those aren't really going to be found at a shelter. They're going to be older dogs. They're going to be pit bulls. They're going to be black labs, things like that. things that for a while were very popular pets that now, without going to a breeder, it's going to be kind of hard to find them. So a lot of these animals get overlooked. Or a lot of people have the mentality of, why would I want a broken dog? Like, why would I want a dog that someone else has ruined when I can get one that I can train myself? So they're, again, overlooked. So what I want to do is hopefully draw attention to these pets, to the good side of these pets, and encourage people to adopt them. And working with the shelters, I'm hoping that I can get more information about the pets, maybe meet some of them, and then write up a little like script about what to talk about, what their story is, what makes them so unique, so fun to have, and just give information about them, and then do really nice pet portraits about them so that when they're adopted, their owners can actually take them home with them. And those prints, what I can do is make prints to sell, have them, post them on my site, post them on my Ko-fi, whatever, and have it where you guys can purchase them, and 25% of the proceeds will go to these shelters to help with maintenance, to help with food costs, vet bills, whatever it may be, so that the cost of maintaining these animals isn't as much of a financial burden, so they're able to hold on to them longer to help them find their home, or they're able to kind of take them out of the unsavable bin because they're able to afford these more expensive medical bills, whatever it may be, and just kind of help them get that little extra push towards finding a forever home and potentially saving other animals from not being able to be given the chance to get their forever homes. So that's the goal. It is a very lofty, very big goal. It is not something that I think I can do within a month. It will be an ongoing series. And eventually I'm hoping to branch it out and collaborate with more artists, make it more of an event, make it like kind of like an Inktober or a Frost February, like where it's a full month of painting these animals, drawing these animals, whatever it may be, and getting more attention to shelter animals, to help them find homes, to explain like what it is shelters do, why some of them have no choice but to be kill shelters, but maybe they sadly are a kill shelter, but they're still doing good. Like maybe they can eventually branch out from having to be a kill shelter because they're getting enough support from their community, whatever it may be. That is my goal. My goal is to help the shelters, help the animals first and foremost, and to help get people more interested and find more depth in caring about their community. Because animal shelters are part of your community. These animals are part of your community. So having a heart for those, having a space in your heart for those, is really important. And I feel like because I draw animals so much, and I love to learn about animals, and I genuinely love everything about art. I love how art can like create bridges between people, and it can bridge experience, and it can pull people together. And it's always been good about starting more movements and drawing attention to important things. Hopefully by doing this, we're able to draw attention to these things and do some good. And if I'm not a big YouTuber, if I never get big on YouTube and Instagram, whatever, if I can do a little bit of good for like one animal, that will mean so much more to me than a play button or a verified check on Instagram. Like just being able to help one animal, even if it's just finding a home for them. Like even if it's not my prints being able to garner money for the shelters, if I am able to help one animal get adopted, that is a win in my book. It is the goal. Like I want to help animals. I make art about animals. So the easiest way for me to use my platform is to draw attention to these animals, to tell their story, to explain why they would be such a good fit in someone's home, and give them a little bit of grace. So yeah, thanks for listening to 10 whole minutes of me ranting about Adopted Illustrated. Keep an eye out. There will be an update, whether it is on Instagram or YouTube, about whether or not the shelter said yes. And hopefully you guys will be seeing more art about it. Bye-bye.